Hi everyone, today I am going to be talking about all the books that I read in the month of October. October was a pretty interesting month, I must say. The beginning of it was great, I read a lot. The middle of it was also fine, I read a lot. And then came the end of October where I actually didn't read anything, and that is because I actually started a new job, so I was doing that, and also I have another job, so I was also doing that together, and it was a bit hectic. And then it was announced that we are going back in lockdown. So here in the UK, we are actually now back in lockdown. The only difference this time around is that kids are going to school, but apart from that, we are back in lockdown. I am recording this video on a Friday, so you will see it on a Sunday, so pretty close. But yeah, I am so excited to talk about all the books that I did actually manage to read in the month of October. As you know, it's Black History Month for us here in the UK in the month of October, and I decided to read books by Black authors, and I am so happy that I actually chose to do that. Black people's work is needed and it's important and it is loved, because there is some books in there that I absolutely love, and it's really nice to read books that have characters that you actually relate to and you're like, oh my god, yes, I get that, I actually understand what you're talking about. It was just really lovely and really beautiful. So without further ado, let's dive into the books that I read in the month of October. The first book that I'm going to be talking about is this one, and the reason why it's the first book I'm talking about is because it's actually the first book that I did read in the month of October. I know I have already talked about it here on this channel. So this book is Rebe by Jordan Ifoko. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If I am not, just know I'm a big fan. I love your book. This book is multi-layered with fantasies, magic, adventures, mysteries. It gives you all the amazing, magical world. Honestly, it's absolutely amazing. We follow a girl called Teresa who is born and she lives in isolation, and she has a mother who is referred to by the lady, and when she comes of age, she's sent away to a global empire to become part of the Council of 11. If she is chosen to be part of the Council of 11, she is linked through a bond, but the whole point of her being born is actually to kill the crown prince. I am not going to do justice to this book. I'm not going to explain it as well as I think other people are going to explain it, but also it's a very hard book to explain without giving it away, and I feel like even the synopsis at the back does not do it justice. I just love everything in this world. I must say though, the world building in the beginning is a little bit hard, because even for me who reads fantasies, I did find it a little bit hard. But once you get through everything and you're like, okay, I get it now, I understand what it is, you love it. You love this world. I absolutely loved this world, and I cannot wait to go back in it, because the way the book ended, there has to be a part 2. There just has to be a part 2. That can't be the end of it. There is definitely a part 2. So yeah, this book is a 5 out of 5 stars for me. Absolutely loved it. I loved Teresa. I just loved everything, and there is so many things in here. It deals with mother and daughter relationships. It deals with coming of age. It deals with choices that you make and how you can change your destiny, and it just deals with a lot of things that I absolutely love. And because it is a Western African inspired YA fantasy, you can totally see it in this book, where the author writes about hair, like the braiding of hair, the clothes that they wear, the fruits that they talk about in the book. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this book and I will absolutely recommend this book. The next book that I'm going to talk about is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I have a whole vlog of me reading this book, so if you want to go and watch that vlog, you'll get more details of me reading the book. I'm not going to talk too much about this book because I already have a vlog about it. but this book is also 5 out of 5. It's also a film, so if you want to watch a film and you don't want to read the book, you are more than welcome to do that. I must say though that this is a heavy read. This book is not an easy read at all. It's a heavy read. It had me in tears. I was on a roller coaster of emotions, as I said in my vlog. I was crying, I was happy, I was sad, I was everything. This book deals with police brutality and racism, but what I loved most about the way Angie Thomas wrote this book is the fact that she didn't write in a way that said black people are good and white people are bad. She didn't do that, and I think that is brilliant. Honestly, it's brilliantly written. It is a book that I think must be read. For me, I think it's a book that must be read. It's not easy to read, but it's a book that must be read. If you read it, you will definitely take away something. You will not be disappointed. You will learn so much. If you are somebody who is trying to find out more about Black Lives Matter, or trying to find out about everything that's going on with racism towards black people, this is definitely a book that you should pick up and read. Absolutely amazing. The next books that I'm going to be talking about are Audible, so I listen to them on Audible. So the next one is Love Again by Ashanti Malcolm. I am going to apologize in advance to the author, because I am a creator myself, so I know how much work goes into the things that we create and how much we love those things, even if other people might not necessarily love them. This book, I did not like. I didn't like it at all. I am so sorry. I didn't like it. It was too much for me. It is a romance, this book, Love Again. It is a romance, but I just think it tried to do too much. It tried to do too much that I was really just annoyed. And I think because I listened to it on Audible, and also the narrator of the story was just annoying to me. I think she tried to do different voices with different characters, and for me it just didn't work. I was just annoyed. I don't even know how I managed to finish this book. I did force myself to finish it because I was giving it a chance. I was like, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. But it didn't get better for me. It really didn't get better. What can I say? Right. The thing is, when I read things that I really don't like, my brain sort of takes it up, because I'm like, I've got too many things to think about, you know? I've got a lot. I've got family, myself, friends, the world to think about, for me to keep things that I didn't enjoy in my brain. Right, let me try to remember what this book is about. So, this book will follow a main character called Honey. She is 30 years old, still living at home, and her mom is on her case about her getting married. And because of that, she then hires this guy that likes her to pretend to be her boyfriend. And God, and it's this whole idea. I'm sorry, I don't have any words to say about this book. I just tried to do too much. I found myself actually caring about the side character more than the main character. I found the main character really annoying, along with her mother. I am so sorry. I'm apologizing to the author, but I have a YouTube channel that talks about books, and I don't want to recommend books to you guys and then you go and you read them and you think to yourself, what is she talking about? Although obviously I can like a book and you not like it, or you can like a book and I not like it, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, in this case, Love Again, I just didn't connect with it. I think I just didn't get it. So for that reason, I would say for me, this book is a 2-star. I'm so sorry, it's a 2-star. I didn't connect with it at all. I didn't like it. The next book that I'm gonna be talking about is You Are Dope by Ovi Soki. This book, I actually did like. This book is in the category of personal growth, personal development, inspiration category. I have read tons of books in those categories. So for me, I will not say that it was a life-changing book for me, or that it said anything new that I didn't know. As some of you know, this channel, for me talking about books a lot, was actually a personal growth channel and an inspirational channel. So I'm very much in that world, and I do love reading personal growth books. I absolutely loved it. You know, although it wasn't life-changing for me, I didn't learn anything new, I still think it's a great book, and if you're somebody who just wants to start to dip your toes into like personal growth and just learning about yourself, I think this is a great book to start with. I would say it is a 4 out of a 5 star in that category, because Ovi does talk about himself and he shares his life stories and his journey and not giving up and following your dreams and your passion and just being yourself. And I think that is a very important lesson in life, to learn to just be yourself. I first came across Ovi through watching him on Love Island, and I just loved how authentic it was, and I felt like in his book he really did talk about that, and he said he just wanted to be himself, and you really see that. And I think it's a really, really lovely book if you are somebody who is lost and you're trying to find out who you are or trying to find your passion. This is definitely a book you should pick up and read because it is pretty great. Last book that I'm going to be talking about is this one, Clap When You Land. And I haven't finished this, that's why I said I read 4 books and a half. I am here, I don't know if you can see it, but that's where I am. I am really enjoying it so far. This book deals with 2 sisters who actually don't know about each other, and they lose their father who dies in a plane crash. We follow them after that point where the dad dies and they're trying to find out who they are without their dad. I think one of the sisters knew that the dad was sort of living a double life, but not really sure. I am really, really enjoying it. I really love it. I was a bit scared to read this book because it's written a little bit different. As I said before, it's written in sort of a poetic verse sort of thing, but it's actually really easy to read. I would say if you're somebody who is looking for an easy read, pick up this book. It does deal with a lot. It is heavy. Obviously, it deals with grief. It deals with finding yourself, also sexuality in here. There's a lot of things in here that is combined in this book. So those are all the books that I did manage to read in the month of October. Let me know what you read in the month of October. I would really love to know. Let me know if any of the books that I read interests you at all. I would love to know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, like this video so that I know that you liked it, and also don't forget to subscribe because it massively helps out my channel. And I'll see you all in my next video. Lots of love. Mwah. Bye.